Okay, let's dive straight into this explainer because, frankly, we need to talk about the absolute panic happening right now in the digital visibility space. If you've been anywhere near the marketing world lately, you've definitely noticed that everyone is scrambling. The tools we've relied on for decades are literally shifting under our feet, and it really feels like the rules of being found online are being rewritten overnight by artificial intelligence.
And honestly, business owners are incredibly frustrated as they get bombarded with all these endless new marketing acronyms. I love this quote because it captures the mood perfectly. I'm convinced marketers are just inventing letters to stay employed. Like, what's next? ZEO? We have spent years figuring out how to get to the top of Google, and just when we thought we had the formula down, bam, we're hit with a whole new alphabet soup of terms by experts telling us we need to change absolutely everything.
But here's the thing. This shift isn't just industry hype. An estimated 68% of Google searches now end without a single click. That is completely changing the game. Think about that for a second. More than 2/3 of the time someone searches for something, they get the answer directly right there on the results page without ever visiting a website. They're getting AI overviews, quick snippets, and direct answers. The era of just fighting for a blue link, yeah, that is rapidly evolving into the era of the zero-click search. So, right off the bat, the crucial question we have to ask is whether traditional search optimization has actually been killed by AI. People have been predicting the death of SEO for what, roughly 25 years now? Every time a new algorithm drops, the industry shouts that the sky is falling. Is it finally true this time? Have chatbots and AI overviews completely replaced the need for standard optimization? Well, to solve this mystery and secure your digital future, here is our agenda for today. 1. The alphabet soup. 2. Defining SEO, AEO, and GEO. 3. The foundational truth. And 4. The Omni Search Playbook. Let's jump right into section 1, the alphabet soup. Suddenly, experts are telling you to optimize for a dozen different variations of artificial intelligence. You've got AEO for artificial intelligence optimization, LLMO for large language model optimization, HEO. I mean, the list goes on and on. It's enough to make your head spin. But as we dig into the source material from industry veterans, a really clear consensus emerges. A lot of these terms are just buzzwords. We aren't scientists optimizing actual artificial intelligence models, right? We're simply trying to make sure our businesses are recommended when people ask these new tools a question. Which brings us to section 2, defining SEO, AEO, and GEO. Let's cut through the noise and isolate the 3 core acronyms you actually need to care about. First up, traditional SEO. This is the foundation. It focuses on keywords and technical health so that someone searching for, say, emergency roof leak finds your blue link. This is what you know. It's making sure your website is crawlable, indexable, and fast. When someone's ceiling is caving in at 2 a.m., they aren't looking to chat with a bot. They want a phone number and a service page right now. You optimize your headings, your page speed, and your backlinks to be that exact solution. Next is AEO, or Answer Engine Optimization. This steps it up by formatting your content so cleanly that Google's answer box or Siri reads it out loud as the definitive answer. The user behavior here is totally different. Instead of typing digital marketing agency, a user might just ask their phone which digital marketing agency is best for a small business. AEO is all about structuring your content using really clear question and answer formats and schema markup so that the search engine extracts your exact sentence to answer the user directly. And then we have the new kid on the block, GEO, or Generative Engine Optimization. GEO is all about influencing AI chatbots to cite you as a trusted source when a user asks for recommendations, like comparing local gyms versus a Peloton. Generative engines don't just pull one link, they actually synthesize information from across the web to write an original answer. If someone asks ChatGPT to compare fitness options, you want your gym to be part of that generated conversation. And to get there, you need to be mentioned across multiple trusted third-party sites, like news outlets and industry blogs, because AI models look for broader web consensus, not just what you say about yourself on your own homepage. Now, when we put these strategies side by side, it's pretty eye-opening. They aren't actually competing. They just have totally different end goals and target platforms. SEO is for the click. AEO is for the quick answer box. And GEO is to become part of the AI's generated conversation. But keeping the user in mind is the guiding principle for all 3, which means you can, and absolutely should, optimize for all of them at exactly the same time, without tearing your hair out. Moving right along to sections 3, the foundational truth. Let's pull back the curtain on how these AI systems actually work under the hood. because this right here shatters the biggest myth in the industry. The myth is that SEO is dead. The fact? AI engines build their answers by citing top-ranking SEO pages. If your site is a technical mess for search engines, guess what? It's going to be a complete mess for the AI bots reading it too. AI engines like ChatGPT don't just pull answers out of thin air. They crawl the web, and they predominantly pull their citations from pages that are already ranking near the top of traditional search. If your basic SEO is broken, if bots can't render your page or your content isn't authoritative, the AI is absolutely not going to magically find you and recommend you.
Think of this whole thing like a Russian nesting doll. Earning an AI mention in GEO is nested inside your ability to answer a question for AEO, which is completely contained within your foundational SEO. You literally cannot skip straight to GEO. If you want ChatGPT to recommend your brand, you first need the solid technical website structure of SEO combined with the clear, direct content formatting of AEO. They're just different layers of the exact same digital marketing strategy.
Which brings us to our final section, the Omni Search Playbook. Let's equip you with a unified, actionable strategy to dominate all three of these layers at once. You do not need three separate strategies. By following these 3 steps, you optimize for an omni-search world where humans and robots both understand your value. First, answer user questions directly, without the fluff. Second, build digital PR and get other reputable websites to talk about you, because AI models trust external validation way more than self-promotion. And third, implement schema markup, basically technical tags, to clearly label your data so the bots don't have to guess what your page is even about.
The crucial takeaway here is to shift your focus to conversational keywords and provide the direct factual answers that AI systems crave. Gone are the days of writing a 5-paragraph essay before finally getting to the point. For example, if someone asks if coffee sobers you up, do not start with a rich history of the coffee bean. Start with, no, coffee does not sober you up. It might make you feel more awake, but your blood alcohol level doesn't change. Boom, direct answer. Then you can expand. That is exactly the formatting that answer engines and generative engines are programmed to extract.
But look, I want to be super clear about something. Building this kind of trust takes time. Generating true visibility isn't some overnight hack. AI models need to see your content validated across the wider web over weeks and months before they actually trust you. If you want an LLM to cite your product as the best in the market, it needs to see that claim backed up by news outlets, industry blogs, and review sites. You have to build a share of voice across the entire internet, not just sitting on your own domain. Ultimately, these core principles remain your guiding light. Why? Because AI engines are desperately looking for real human expertise to separate actual facts from AI hallucinations. Google and other search platforms are fighting a massive war against low-quality AI-generated spam. And how do they win? By prioritizing EEAT: experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. They want to surface content written by real people with hands-on experience and proven authority. If you provide genuine value that a machine couldn't possibly hallucinate on its own, you become the trusted source that the AI relies on. So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this provocative thought. Are you optimizing for robots or answering humans? Honestly, master answering the human first, and the robots will automatically follow. Don't let the new alphabet soup distract you from your real job. Whether it's SEO, AEO, or GEO, the winning strategy is always going to be creating incredibly helpful, easily accessible, and highly authoritative content for your actual customers. Solve their problems clearly, and the AI will happily do the work of connecting them right to you.